I'm live on YouTube. Now I'm live on Facebook. What is up, everybody? Let's see how this works here. All right. As I said, I was going to start doing more videos again, which I'm really excited to do. I kind of stopped because I'm a little self-conscious because I'm coming off prednisone, and then when you do that, your face kind of blows up. It's called the prednisone moon face is what they call it, and I get a little self-conscious, but yeah, I'm doing it anyway. I'm just done with it. I gotta get out there more and do my thing and be of support to everybody, so that's why I'm doing it. Anyway, as many of you know, I was a raw food eater, and I came down with ulcerative colitis, and many people, you know, they can't rationalize it within their head, so they come up with all these reasons why they think that I ended up with ulcerative colitis because the raw food diet couldn't have done it, and everybody who's not on a raw food diet is like, oh, it was the raw food diet that did it, and then everyone who was on a raw food diet is like, oh, it's because he did it wrong, he did enemas and stuff like that. Anyway, the thing I wanted to address today is the big time one that people think is most likely. What they think is, because everybody knows that I used to be a big proponent of doing enemas. So a lot of people think that the reason why I came down with ulcerative colitis and did surgery was because I did enemas frequently. What's up, Lori? And I thought this is like a pretty big subject that, I don't know, I would personally like to discuss in detail, you know, just to get down to the bottom of this. So generally, when people have issues with, so there's a few people online who have claimed that they have healed their colitis by doing a raw food diet. And maybe it's so, and that's great. Okay, where do I want to begin with this? I guess the big question is, was it me doing enemas that caused my ulcerative colitis? And in my opinion, the answer is no, and I'll tell you why.
Daddy.
Yeah.
We need to fill up the pool. There's tadpole eggs in there.
I'm on a video, baby. Close it up.
Can we?
We can talk about it when I'm done. There's no rushing. They want to fill up the pool because there's tadpole eggs in there. Anyway, so as we wait for someone says I only eat burgers. I just love watching you. Okay, cool. So before we get into this whole entire enema thing going on, I just started doing videos again, and I'm really excited about it. I haven't been doing them that much because, well, firstly, I'm feeling really good again. I'm very happy about it, so I'm starting to do videos again. Now, you know, I'm kind of self-conscious right now because I'm weaning off prednisone and my face is blown up. I know everybody's saying, oh, I look good and it's fine, but to me, it bothers me. And I got to deal with it for a few months while I come off. It's going to be like 3 months till I come off the stuff. And I hope that the Humira is working to where I can stay off it. Thank you, Bush. He says he's glad I'm feeling better. Okay, so as soon as I start doing videos again, I get these comments. Check it out. One woman writes, "You were so handsome when I first started watching your videos. Please brush your hair now and again." And then another woman writes, "I just saw you after a long time, and I saw you in a video, and honestly, in my heart, it surprised me. Your vitality, your essence, the life in your soul that I used to watch when you and Angela, even before you met Angela, was alive and well. That is the old Matt I remember seeing. I pray you get that Matt back, and and then they say, and much love to you, Matt." All right. Firstly, I'm sorry, everybody, that are you people that I'm not the dreamy 27-year-old that you used to watch 20 years ago. I'm almost 50 now. I'm 47. That was a very long time ago. We've been in this game for a very long time. I'm not going to be the same person. And secondly, I have not lost anything. I have only gained. Yes, on some level, in this whole entire physical world of things, life has kind of gotten the best of me. But there's so much more that I have gained on so many levels that goes beyond this. It's almost like the physical is a result of what I have gained, if that makes any sense. I can't even like explain the spiritual aspects, and someone says, "You're so blessed, man." Thank you. And stuff like that. Anyway, I'm excited. I actually bought a weight bench. I walk 3 mile. My mom says I'm making her feel. I'm not gonna go crazy with that. I'm like kind of weak on upper body strength right now, but I go walking a few miles every single day. Before I was bedridden, if many of you don't know, and yeah, I'm just really excited. And as I come off this prednisone, this is gonna go. I'm just really excited. Just give me some time here. I almost died. And anyway, I think I look good anyway. So, for what it's worth, for where I'm at right now. But I have a feeling that soon, in a few months, things are going to be looking really good for me on that level. But I've gained so much, you guys. It's just unbelievable. You wouldn't even fathom to understand. Anyway. Okay, so, was it the enemas? Now we're back to this whole entire enema thing. I'm sorry, I'm just listening to my kids. Okay, so firstly, right now, as you know, I'm on prednisone, and I do really well when I go on prednisone. It just heals my disease. I have, it's gone right now. The ulcers are gone. I have no issues. I'm pretty much healed because I'm on the drugs. And the Humira is the first time I've ever done a biologic. There's so many side effects with prednisone that whenever I come off prednisone, I get sick again. So here I am, like, trying to get off prednisone because of the side effects in the long run. Thanks, honey. Janaea, right? That's how you say it. It's not Hanea, it's Janea. Anyway, right? Anyway, good to see you. Anyway, so the goal is to get off the prednisone, and hopefully the Humira is going to kick in and start working to where I don't need prednisone anymore, and the disease doesn't come back. So let's just say, many people think that the enemas that I used to do frequently, daily, back in the day, was the cause of my disease. Now, as soon as I started having issues, when I first started seeing blood in my stool, I just stopped. That was like probably 7-8 years ago. I haven't done an enema since. And so you would think I would heal just if the cause was the enemas, but I didn't. So here I am, healed right now on these meds. So you would think that if I come off of these meds, that I would be healed now, because it's a sores in my colon, and they're gone now. I don't do the enemas anymore, and since that was the cause, then it shouldn't come back. The cause is gone, and yeah, but every time I come off of the prednisone or meds, trying to heal the natural way, the disease comes back full force and I end up bedridden again. So this gets me to think that the enemas is not the cause. It's because I have a disease, that there is something that is happening that is causing the disease. Now, I personally believe that it's all happening on a spiritual level. I actually know that's the case because I can feel it. It's almost like I have this spiritual parasite that I suffer from, that I've got to deal with on an ongoing basis. It's almost like this spiritual battle that is ongoing for me, that I'm always fighting against in that area on a spiritual level. So many people will call it an autoimmune disease, or so. I'll answer all your questions in a second, everybody. I see that you're writing. I'm talking right now. It's an they call it an autoimmune disease. Sometimes they call this one colitis. If it's more extreme, they call it Crohn's. They called mine colitis, and then they said they misdiagnosed me because it came back, and then now they're saying it's Crohn's. But in essence, they could have called it whatever they wanted to, because what I'm dealing with is a disease, an invisible disease. So what they're saying is an autoimmune disease is where your body attacks itself. I don't know why the body would do that, but what's happening is, someone's saying is it biofilm? What's happening is, on a spiritual level, there's these things that are like, it's disgusting. And one thing that I've been blessed with is a little bit of spiritual sight, so I see these things, and I can like see it in other people if I look, but I don't do that because I suffer consequences when I do that. But what I'm trying to say is, it's not enemas that is causing my disease. Maybe I weakened myself on some level in the past, allowing for disease to come into that area. I don't know. People doing enemas is an epidemic. A lot of people, because they know what happened and I got ill, and everybody, there's all these people that do enemas on a daily basis that freak out. And a lot of famous people, and a lot of people have come to me and they're like, Matt, can I continue to do the enemas? I'm like, this like situation that happened to me, they're scared. I know many people, like for example, Dr. Ann Wigmore did 2 enemas a day, more than me, for much longer period of time than me. And used this method to help heal people from disease on an ongoing basis at her institute. And it was she had a lot of success doing so. And so many people have not had issues when doing this type of thing. So each situation is different, and all I'm saying is, I don't necessarily believe that is the cause, or continues to be the cause, or well, I haven't done it in like almost a decade now, of the disease. And that's kind of just like the way I'm trying to share it with you guys. And what I feel on an ongoing basis is I do a lot of work to keep this thing at bay, like on a spiritual level. It's hard to explain. I don't really want to like get too far into it, but like I can see with my own 2 eyes the disease. Well, I guess not with my own 2 eyes, I guess with my 3rd eye, I guess you could say. But this is when it gets kind of tricky, and as people just have all their hearsay, and then other people will say, like Matt, Monarch, Jesus is the ultimate healer, why don't you go to him, and stuff like that, and things like this. And one of the reasons why everything came crumbling down on me is because, I'm a believer in Jesus Christ, and that's a result was I lost everything. It was kind of like the story of Job in the Torah, you guys, the Old Testament, you guys. And there's so many possibilities and scenarios, and this, I'm not going to go too deep into this, but so many possibilities and scenarios, and why I haven't been healed. For example, Job was tested. Maybe this is a test for me. I did make a commitment before all this went down, in a big way, and I was warned of like possible loss on many levels, which happened. And I'm doing good. I am healed on some level, on a major level. I'm like walking 3 miles a day. I'm doing great. I've got my health back. I'm very happy, healthy. I'm doing everything I can from a dietary standpoint. Like, you should see what my diet's like. It's unbelievable. But there's so many possibilities and scenarios, you know. I feel like I'm held to higher standards. Maybe I'm a sinner, like whatever. Like, there's so many possibilities on why this is happening, but whatever. So here I am, doing really well, excited about everything. I don't think it was the enemas. And yeah. I guess we could see what everybody is saying that I've been missing. On Facebook, I got all the questions, but on YouTube, I'm not really 100%. Oh, here we go. Do I just hit that? Live chat. Here it is. Okay. I've been following you for years, took so many good things from you, but was always hit me when you became my thought and prayers. I've been with you. Why did it go away? God is with you and have a bigger purpose for you. Woohoo! Hey Matt, how do you have so many products on your website? Is it a private label manufacturing? Do you sell on Amazon? No, I don't sell on Amazon. I've been doing this for 15 years, 20 years. Jonah was angry at the Lord when the tree withered. Okay, the Lord, okay. Anyway. Anybody else? Okay, so anyway, I'm just excited to be back. I'm going to start doing videos more frequently, more often as possible. We've got our at cost specials going on. We've got all sorts of fun stuff on there. We've got our peeling nut chocolate, our cashew, the peeling nut butter, which is like really good. Have you ever heard of treatment using LDN? Yeah, people are always telling me about these things. People are like, okay, check this out, guys. Being who I am in this industry and everything like that, I've gotten seriously hundreds of suggestions on how to heal this thing. Hundreds. It's not even a joke. And everybody is 100% convinced that their way is the way. Like, and many people are like kind of mental on certain things. Like, you know how there's like a clan of people that are just like, Lyme's disease is the cause of everything, and they're just freaked out about Lyme's, and they're always talking about Lyme's disease. And then I just hear all this stuff from that sector about Lyme's disease, and then this person is into that guru, and I hear all this stuff about this guru and da-da-da-da-da, and then this guru and that guru and this thing and that thing. It's almost like, and everybody is convinced that I will heal if I do the thing that they're saying, such as drinking my own urine for 6 months or whatever they want me to do. And it's just like, do you hear yourself? Like, if you, I appreciate all the support, and I do believe that you believe that what you're saying is the case. But when you look at it from my standpoint, don't get upset at me for like, I've tried what I feel is the most potent, pertinent things people can do. Like, the things that work the most are like, is diet, like fasting, juice fasting, certain aspects like that, is from my and I have tried all of those things too. And I've tried all the other things too. Not all the other things, but many of the other things alongside this. And I know people who have healed from disease on all diets. I know people who have died from disease on a raw food diet. I know many people who have died of cancer on a raw food diet. I know many people who have died of cancer on a keto diet, on an animal protein diet, on every diet across the board. You can't like run away from disease through diet. It doesn't work that way. You can run, but you can't hide. Just be blessed that you don't have the issues. Anyway, So I'm just trying. So all of these, I've tried so many different things, guys, and I feel that the path that I'm taking is the best path that I possibly can. And right now, I have to go on meds and probably be on them for the rest of my life due to the situation. But the goal is, on my end, is to tweak my diet to levels that I've already done it. I've already tweaked my diet. I'm always working on it and stuff like that. But most people wouldn't be able to survive on what I do. Like they couldn't handle the diet I do. Like before, people thought it was crazy that I went on a raw food diet overnight. I could just do anything. Like right now, I'm only eating 2 meals a day, and and what I'm eating is like people wouldn't be able to do it. Is what I'm saying. Like it's one of the reasons why I'm doing so well. In conjunction with the meds, I'm hoping that these two things together can create miraculous things can happen. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, I'm going to start doing videos more regardless of the judgments and things like that, regardless of this prednisone moon phase that I got going on that I'm a little self-conscious for. If you want to support me at therawfoodworld.com, we've got all sorts of specials. As I was saying, we've got peeling nuts, peeling nut butter, which I'm really excited about. You could literally take that, scoop, just eat it out straight out of the jar, or put it in chocolate molds and then put it in the refrigerator and it hardens like chocolate. If you remember back in the day, like they were trying, in the raw foods movement, they were trying to find a way to make chocolate, and they used to use coconut oil. That was like back when, like, when I was 27, when we were just talking about that. You guys remember, I'm almost 50 now. I'm 47 years old. I'm not that boy anymore that you guys used to watch on videos that I did every day when I was 27. It's 20 years ago. Anyway, so back in the day, what people would do is they would make raw chocolate in the raw foods movement 20 years ago. They would take things like coconut oil and add things like lucuma and carob. Carob was the big one. Raw chocolate wasn't around yet. And then they would put it in the refrigerator, and the coconut oil hardens up. And it was the closest you could get to in terms of chocolate texture and everything like that. And you had to eat it immediately out of the refrigerator because it would melt in your hand 10 seconds later. But then I came along to the raw foods movement and discovered peeling nuts. Now, peeling nuts have the highest fat content that you can possibly imagine. It's like, compared to any nut, it tastes so good. You like feel the fat rush when you take a bite out of a peeling nut. And what we did was we stone grind them, and we discovered that when you put it in the refrigerator, it hardens perfectly to the texture of chocolate. And since the skin is brown, it made the color of chocolate at the same time. And we would literally add like mesquite and lucuma to it, and then we called it peeling nut chocolate. It was without the stimulation of cacao. It was absolutely crazy. It does melt fast, but not nearly as fast as coconut oil. You can keep it out of the refrigerator for a good amount of time before it melts. But it does melt kind of fast, but not nearly as fast as the coconut oil. So we have actually a peeling nut butter with coconut sugar and Himalayan salt. Those are our Celtic sea salt, one of the two. It only has 3 ingredients: peeling nuts, stone ground, with coconut blossom sugar, which is a really high-end coconut sugar, and some salt. And you could literally just take the bottle of peeling nut butter that we have on our website right now. We just got a bunch in. We have it on sale, along with the peeling nuts. Those are at cost too. And you spoon it out and you put it in chocolate molds. And then you could throw it in the refrigerator and it hardens like chocolate. And then you got the chocolate without the chocolate, and it tastes really good. Or you can just eat it straight out of the jar. It doesn't really matter. Either way, it tastes really good. And then the peeling nuts I told you are really high in fat. I just love them. I keep them in the freezer. And what I'll do is I'll take a peeling nut and I'll nibble the brown skin off of it. And then since it's frozen, I'll just like literally eat the white nut afterwards. And it practically melts in your mouth and it almost has a chocolate texture in itself right then and there. And you can taste the fat. It's amazing. When you eat them not out of the freezer, they're almost soft because they have so much fat in it. And if you buy one of our bags, there might be a nut or two that are bad, or they taste bad. Might not be bad, but these are really fresh, and you can't get away without something like that happening. But you have a whole entire pound of them. But if you go to the rawfoodworld.com and click the at-cost specials, the peeling nuts and the peeling nut butter will be there. We also have cashew pieces at a really good price. These are truly raw cashews. They're the best, most creamiest, tasty cashews available out there. They're done through a freezing process. That's how we're able to do it. They're hand cracked with a knife, special kind of knife. And that's the way it's done. And we just also got in black maca, red maca. These are all that cost. They're like $15 when you get a 3-pack. And gelatinized maca. These are all available at cost on our website at therawfoodworld.com. Acai berry powder if you want to make your stuff purple. This just came in. That's coming soon. Oh, yeah, all sorts of stuff. Go check it out. Anyway, let's see what people were saying. What's up, Amy? If I could just get this right here. Live chat. Okay, so here we go. I remember when my dog got Pravo, there's this type of world of bacteria. Okay. Someone keeps saying something about pine needle pollen. I know people are into that for COVID or something. We generally carry pine pollen. We just sold out, and it's hard to get supply right now. So we're just waiting on that. What else, everybody? Any more questions before I take off? Anyway, I think that was a good 30-minute video. I'm coming back. I'm doing this. I'm coming off prednisone right now. I'm very excited about it. You get a prednisone moon face when that happens. I'm a little self-conscious about it, as I mentioned. But I'm just letting it go anyways. I'm starting to do videos every single day, and I'm very excited. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Love you all. TheRawFoodWorld.com is where it's at. If you ever need anything, just Facebook me. Hope all's well. Mwah.